I like to make today Xbox cupcakes. What we need for this recipe, I use standard type of muffin tray, and basically, yeah, standard muffin tray, and we use Devil's Food cupcake mix. Of course, you can use chocolate cake mix or practically any cake mixes of your choice. So also we use black color paper liners. Once we mix basically our contents of cupcake mix, one it's baked and now it's completely cooled down, so we're ready to decorate. So next step is we're using some of chocolate frosting fitted with a large star tip, and we make two different type of cupcakes. So first one we will decorate with a little Xbox on top, and what we do is for that we pipe firstly our chocolate frosting right on top and set aside. So now we will to make our Xbox. For the Xbox we use white fondant. It's a, as you can see, nice large size of walnut would be. You can make smaller or bigger, it's up to you. If your fondant a little bit stick to your hands, dust them with powdered icing sugar to prevent sticking. So what we do is next we make some sort of like a log, and we start from the Xbox. Just slightly flatten and then make areas where it needs to be just to look like real Xbox. Just like that. We want to have similar size as I done before. As you can see, I done one yesterday and it looks quite good. So once we're done that, we just adjust to shape, which is we really think Xbox is look like. So once we're happy what we achieved, what we do is next we use a little bit of gray color frosting. Just a small tiny ball, which is we roll into sausage and flatten. So what we do is next we want to attach this on the bottom of our Xbox controller. So use the edible glue, or this is edible adhesive, it's called particular, or the sugar syrup to attach all parts. Also you can use simple water as well. So we attach this little piece, as you can see, it's just a prolonged piece of gray fondant right on top to make it more realistic look. Once we're done that, anything what you like to adjust, always use toothpick. It's very easy, simple and very easy to use. So for next, basically all our buttons, what we want is, we want to use 4 tiny size, it's a smaller than a pea actually size, of a gray fondant. So what we do for that, we again, one goes on top and goes one right up here, and we simply place them on, press them slightly, something to do with other one. Now we want to attach the actual controllers, so we place a little bit of sugar syrup on top, place another ball and flatten something with the other one. Here, now we're done. Next step is to make it just a little tiny ball, which is we squashed into round shape, and we use a toothpick to create the patterns. I will show right in a second. As you can see here, our patterns, and again we attach with the sugar glue. Just adjust as you go. Next step is to add another button, which is slightly larger, and it just will be pea-sized button. We place it right up here. I place it on. We don't want to squash it too much, this button, because we will place symbol of Xbox after. Now, and then we have 4 different color, blue, red, orange, and this one is kind of light, sort of greenish color, which is I use electric green gel food coloring to tint it basically and make a fondant this sort of color. So what we do is with these buttons, we simply apply our sugar glue and press it place them into position as the buttons. And what we do is next we just slightly flatten them. So last bit of our Xbox is roll 2 sausages, which is will be slightly thicker on the middle and thinner around. So place on a button which is right here, we left for the symbol. Place one on top and fold it, and we do exactly same with the other one. And we place right on top. So we can create actual Xbox controller. What we do is now, as you can see here, our Xbox controller, nice and neat. So what we do is we need to place it on a non-stick baking paper to make sure it's nicely set before we place on top of cupcake. By time when our Xbox controller is drying, we make another type of Xbox cupcake, which is we create a logo of Xbox. So take another cupcake, apply thinly with chocolate frosting, just enough to cover any imperfections on top of your cupcake. As you can see, it's nice and round now. And what we do is next, we're using 2 different color of fondant. Gray, which is you can create by adding black gel food coloring to white fondant, and mixing together until you make a color what you like, or simply mixing white fondant with a small amount of a black fondant, and mixing until you get color which is you like. If it gets too dark, add white fondant. If it gets still too light, add just a little bit of black fondant. With the green color fondant, as I said before, I use electric green gel food coloring. It makes exactly type of color what we need. So if you like, apply small amount of powdered icing sugar on top of your working surface to prevent sticking. Roll it green color fondant into round shape and use cookie cutter. This one particular, it actually doesn't write in which one, but I will place ingredients and all measurements in the description box. So this is one of the I would say it's 78 mils, which is inches. I will place in the description box, but it's 78 millimeters. So what we do is we cut it out just like that, and as you can see, we can place on top. Please dust your hands with powdered icing sugar and nicely smooth top. Bring up right to end. Until you're really happy. Once you've done it, as you can see, it's nice and around all nicely done from outside. So what we do is next we use a gray color fondant, roll it out in the same round shape. Just need to place a little bit more dust with sugar, and we use the same cookie cutter, cut out another circle. And what we do is now we cut it into 4 parts. Now next is, because we wanted lights on top of our cupcake, on top of our green fondant, but we want to recreate kind of the Xbox basically controller logo. So what we do is we leave all edges from outside as same, but we remove a little bit from inside, just a little bit. We see how we go, and because it might be not enough, or maybe that's okay. So what we do is we carefully removing. As you can see, it does not really need much as well. It's just like a little star on the middle removed. So let's have a look. Let's cut it out. And making 4 almost triangles. And get rid of all excess. Here we are. So we use a little bit of sugar syrup to just apply on the parts where we want to place. You can also use a little bit of water, and we place in position, started from 1, and what we do is now we push it into position of an Xbox logo. Keep adjusting until you achieve Xbox logo. And what we do is last is choose basically your set and dry Xbox controller, place it on top of your chocolate frosting. And here we are. Very simple creation of the Xbox cupcakes. Of course, you can make also them as a mini cupcakes. Also, if you like to do so, you just have to make a little bit controller slightly smaller. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Everything will be in the description box. I hope you like this simple creation of Xbox cupcakes. Until next time, goodbye.